hello, sorry about that. We are back, and I do believe uh, 7 possibly won the sprint race here. I am very sorry about the stream cutting off. It just decided to go bye-bye. So yeah, little bit annoying, but we are back. So let's get this main qualifying underway. We are on board Ago here, and he is on the soft tyre for his first one. We are 4 minutes into the session as he comes round the final corner here, and he will go P2 with a 105.0. Aro already smashed the 104 barrier with a, yeah, as you see there, 104.7. As we come further down the grid, we are here with Oliver. He is on the medium tyres at the minute. Yeah, he is on the medium tyre. He does have a Ferrari in the way who gets out of the way nicely. And that was, by the looks of it, Anime on his in-lap, as we have Logan here on his out-lap, nowhere near where them two were. So we've got Oliver in the Alpine, looking fairly strong so far. He is on a 40, I'm going to say around a 45.8 second extra over, well, sector 1 and 2 combined as we come round 8 and 8 and 9. I can't even remember how many corners there. And he goes 8th fastest, just ahead of the racing ball of Shifty with a 105.7. He is on mediums, so he's got a chance to recharge his battery now. We've got Anime here, currently is on the medium tyres and on a second flying lap. He is just under a 10th quicker than his previous lap, and a purple sector 1. He is the quickest through there from the first 9 cars who have set that. And lovely turn for there. Did look up a little bit actually, but did make it through pretty nicely. He's going to set a low 45 overall here, 45.4 so far, and looking very, very strong for these final few corners. He does have a slow car up ahead. Will he be out the way quick enough? He is well and truly in the pit lane. Oh, and he goes wide at the exit of the final corner. He has invalidated his lap right at the end there. Unlucky for Anime. He was not going to be too happy with that so far. We have got the other Alpine of Golden Sniper in 5th place. We've got Logan here, Anime's teammate, in 5th place, looking very, very strong in that other Ferrari. We've got Adam up just a few tenths behind his, couple of tenths behind his teammate, who's just jumped in the pit lane. And Adam is just shy of 2 tenths behind him. 2 strong Aston Martins here at the minute. They are extremely strong this season, and they don't look to have any chance of slowing down at the minute. We've got Jensen in the Haas here, who's on a 105.7, fairly strong lap time so far for the Haas driver. Who else have we got here? We've got 7, who's in the pit lane. We've got Doctor, who's in the pit lane. We've got 5 in the pit lane. Capitano, who is our pole sitter in the sprint. And what can he do on his flying lap when he gets round in a moment? And we've got Mr. G here as well. who's just about to start his flying laps. Let's sit on board and see what he can do in the Red Bull today. We do now, as we do have 19 drivers now. I believe it is the Mercedes here of Pizza, who's just about to start a flying lap as well on the fresh off tyres. Not too sure what he's doing there, but let's jump back to Mr. G, as we were on board him a moment ago. Looking pretty strong. Not too sure what his previous sector was. A little bit bad on my part there, so I'm very sorry. So coming through sector 2 now, a low 45 there, 45.3. Very good so far from Mr. G, looking extremely strong through that second sector of the straight and a few corners. As we come around the final corner now, keeps that nice to the white line and across the line up into pin 10 with a 105.539. Very solid lap from the Red Bull. As we come back down the grid, we've got Pizza here, who is the newcomer to the race. Very strong final corner there. He has invalidated earlier on in his lap. Unlucky for the AD's driver. Not what he would have wanted. Will he have enough fuel to go around again? He has invalidated near the end of the lap, as this one is invalidated too for him. 100% not what he would have wanted in these first few runs. We have got NJ, who's retired. He's unfortunately spun on the exit of turn 3 there, and that will be the end of his qualifying. We have got who seven here, who I believe won the sprint race, was second fastest with a 104.7, sorry, and very strong lap there indeed from him. We've got Doctor, who is a new driver this season, and he is currently 13th fastest in the Williams, looking pretty strong there as well. What can Fives do? He's unfortunately not able to do a lot right now, so we'll go on board him once we see him go out for another lap, or if he continues round for a second lap if he has enough fuel. So we've got Jensen here on what looks to be a flying lap. He has got his DRS wide open. Will he break 8 into turn 4? He does. Takes that nicely and right up the white line. Very strong sector here from Jensen in the Haas. Pretty quick, decent sector 2 there. He has got a purple sector. Very strong there. He's half a second up on his previous time as well, and by the looks of it just keeps gaining. He just doesn't seem to be slowing down. Throws it into the final corner. How has he kept that in track limits? That's a fantastic lap there from the Haas driver Will Jensen. 105.066. Brilliant lap there. How did he keep that in track limits on that final corner? That was fantastic. Oliver now, he is on an in-lap. So, who will we go on board here? We've got Capitano leading up to what potentially could be his final flying lap. I don't know how much fuel he has in, but he is coming up to the final 2 corners here. Now the final corner. We've just seen Ago there as well, his little dot, start his flying lap. We'll come back to Capitano in a minute. as Ego comes through the first sector. He is on a 16-0, pretty good sector for one time there. And what will that compare to Capitano, who's on a 16-1, very, very close between them. They are extremely, well, I wouldn't say extremely close, but they are very, very close indeed. Both up on their own personal times as well. And Ego here coming through sector 2, he is on a 45.1, very good lap indeed from Ego. Where will Capitano place this? A 44.9 is quickest through sector 2. Where can Ego place this Mercedes? He is looking very, very strong through. He has improved, not quite enough to move up the grid. Where can Capitano go? He has gone 4 fastest and above Ego there. Fantastic lap from the two drivers. They were looking fairly close through sector 1 and through sector 3 they looked fairly close as well. But Capitano had a extremely good second sector to just take a bit of a lead there. We've got Oro on a flying lap. He is currently on a 104.6. This is his final flying lap entry, and he has gone a tenth quicker in his final sector, but not overall. So he does stay with a 104.689 as he pulls over for the Mercedes of Pizza, and not too sure what that wobble was all about by him, but we will go to Doctor as he has started his potentially final flying up. He is in 15th at the minute. Where can this Williams driver put car in this only part of main qualifying? So we've got Logan coming up through sector 2. He is quickest at the minute. He is up on his. Doesn't make. Right, as Logan comes through the final corner, he is 11th fastest at the minute. Keeps that within the white lines. Where can he go now? He goes 7th fastest. Really good lap there from Logan in a Ferrari. He is only. These are some, again, extremely close lap times. Only, let's say, not even 1.2 seconds separates the grid. This is extremely close. We have still got 5 yet to set a time, but this is once again looking to be another fantastic qualifying here with this brilliant bump at Anam. They are ever so close on most races. We've got Anime now as well, looking to try and steal pole position here in Austria. He is about to start his flying lap at the moment. He is warming them tyres up a little bit more than what they were. That is very unfortunate. That could well be his qualifying over there, right there. Not what Anime would have wanted in this Ferrari. There was only 55 seconds left. Not too sure he will get round again. But Oliver in the Alpine looking for a pretty good lap here. He is blasting his overtake down this first long straight after turn 1 through the little kink in the main, that long straight, which is apparently turn 2. through the right hander of turn 3 and down into turn 4 and 5 into the downhill braking zone. This section can be quite tricky at times, as we see Oliver taking it fairly well, takes a bit of apex there and swings it wide, does keep it well within limits and looking pretty good there. Ryan has been disqualified from qualifying. Very unfortunate there. Not what he would have wanted. Oliver does stay in 9th place. Not too sure. That's a dangerous parking for Ryan. I'm not too sure. But the only driver so far not to have set a lap time comes through the final corner and goes up into the top 10 into P8 with a 104.9 and the only lap that he needed. We've got Jensen and Adam. Not too sure. I think Adam did bad out of his lap. Too sure what happened. Maybe a little moment on a corner. And that is qualifying over here. So, Oro, Exception, Adam are your top 3 drivers for this qualifying session as we go into the main race in around, well, in a few minutes time, I would expect, as the final 2 drivers come into the pit lane. So, Oro, Exception, Adam, 7, 5, Benson, Capitano, 5, Logan, Ago. What are your top 10 there? We've got Oliver, Anime, Golden, 5. So MJ are the next 5 down, I believe it is. Next 4 down, sorry. And Dr. Mr. G, 50 Pizza, and Ryan will round off your qualifying grid here in Austria. Wow, just look at that. Half a tenth separates the top 4 drivers. That is fantastic. We could have one hell of a race here. That is probably the closest qualifying has been so far this season. Fantastic drivers, and they know just how to put on a show here. Brilliant laps there from all of them. So, drivers all once again once again they are choosing strategies, choosing whether they're going to go long for their first in or short for their first in, whether that will be the hards or the mediums, and how much fuel they want to start with in this race. Whether they are going to risk it and slightly under fuel and hope for a safety car, although none of us will want that to happen. We will want some lovely clean racing that will last all race. Is the hope for this. So, with our starting in pole position, what can he do in this first lap to but yeah, what I do in this first lap to um try and hold off from being passed? Will he be able to once again? Will he be able to once again hold off everyone for the first few laps and build a little bit of a margin? Or will the drivers behind make their way past? We do have Bevan and Adam starting fairly close behind him. We also have Exception well but in that mix. So we are off and Arlo gets off nicely. We've also got Exception who gets off pretty quickly as well. He is much closer behind than what they were in the sprint. This is extremely close already. Will Exception make a move into turn 3 here? There we go. There is the... Oh, Adam makes a move up in the inside. That is extremely close. If we make contact with each other there, there's Adam and Exception. So 7 moves up into 3rd place. That gives Oro the chance to build a bit of a lead into turn 4, and we do have an extremely early safety car. Not too sure what happened to Boxer there, but very unfortunate to of DNF in this very first lap of the race. Extremely unlucky there for them. So as they do prepare to punch up behind the safety car at the moment, Arlo and Exception have stayed where they are in the opening lap. Adam trying to be cheeky there and gain a little. No, I'm sure he wasn't. He was probably just unaware of how close he was behind them. But yeah, we've got Kevin and Adam who have top spaces. Castano's already made a couple of moves here, up into 5th place from 7th place. Jensen just behind his teammate there, looking pretty strong, still in 6th place. We've got Oliver made 4 moves already outside the points for qualifying. Qualified just outside top 10, into the top 10 now, and 7th, looking pretty good. 5, a pretty solid start for him so far. Starting 8th, currently 8th, as we see, he hasn't didn't try to didn't look to try too much, as we saw in the background, but still fairly strong there. Here you go, and Logan have swapped places. We see Mr. G move up a couple of places. McCoy did make a pit stop there and dropped from 5th place all the way down to the back of the grid, but is now on the hard tyres and probably going to aim to do an extremely long stint. He is the only driver to have put it under the safety car, while we see believe almost everyone was on the medium tyres at the start of this race. So, McCoy making an early pit stop. Will that be the key to success out here? Or will he need to do a late stop at the end for the soft tyres? So, safety car looks to be in at the end of this lap. Oro will get us away in a moment. So we will see Oro an exception probably cut it out once again. Will 7 be able to get past at any point down the straight, and Oro goes just before the final corner and he's away past the start-finish line. We go. Shifty has the game just, I don't know what happened there. I think the game just rocked him. That poor guy. Not too sure what's happened there. So Oro and Exception are 3 times behind, or well, Oro just gaining some advantage now down the main straight as we go into as we go into the highest straight on the circuit now, and up in 2 turns 5 and 6 we go through the end of sector 2. Exception trying to gain as much of an advantage through here as he possibly can. Will he make any moves on the Aston Martin ahead? He will have 7 on the back of him there as well. He is extremely close, only half a second separates the top 3 here. Looking to be an extremely close race once again between these 3. So, DRS, I believe, is active this race. And Exception not quite having the advantage he would want to try and make the move up there though. And we've got a crash at the back here, not too sure what's happened. Is we've just seen Golden Sniper DNF from the race. We've got more chaos further down the grid with Mr. G and McCoy, and a huge penalty there for Red Bull driver. Not what he would have wanted. Some absolute silly driving by the looks of it from a few of them drivers. I'm Doctor, unfortunate for him there in his DNF. I think that was just a little slip on the car as he's exited the corner. Shifty, not too sure what's happened to him. Golden Sniper could have made contact here with Mr. G. So he will now pit with no doubt the hard tyres. We've got a few drivers here who have gone through, up a few places and swapped around. We've got a few hectic drivers back here, and Mr. G going in for that wing change. So Mr. G does indeed go for the hard tyres, potentially for the final 30 laps of this race. While everyone is already punched up behind the safety car, we will wait for Mr. B, who has caught up pretty quickly. So I very much doubt this would be a very long safety car, and they could be going sooner rather than we think. So we do expect the safety car to stay out till the end of this lap, and we will hopefully go in this lap now. This team has 4 time. We are on lap 8 of 36 so far, and a long way to go in this race. This is the eighth lap, which probably we've only probably gone around 4 laps of actual racing so far. So let's hope for a much longer stint of racing this time around, and that no one else, unfortunately, DNF from this race. Alright, well, once again, get us away in this race. Safety car is, will be in at the end of this lap, and we can once again get racing for the second rolling start. For third time in this race, we are off. Let's go and see what this brings us in. Our own exception, once again, really close behind as the Dolphins turn on, only 3/10 separating. Evan, a little bit slower to start this time. He has got Adam very close behind him, and they are going to try and get past here. Adam going to go up into 3. No, Evan defends that wide line and gets a much better exit out of turn 3 there. As we head up into 4. You've got, that's good, pretty close. We've got 7 fairly close as well. Adam and Capitano also getting trying to get up through these races. This is going to be one hell of a race if we can keep this going. This is extremely close racing once again. And Capitano in 5th, his teammate Benson in 6th. DRS is enabled this lap, and exception 7 Adam. Everyone in the top 10 will have DRS available to them except Owen, who is our race leader, and flying through this first 3 week corners here. We've got a few movements here. We've got Jensen and Oliver once again fighting out, and Jensen defending for everything he has right there. We've got Oro dropping down to third place, and Seven's just slightly too strong for him now, and he will try and fight out down the main straight in a minute. Seven has lost the belly toucher through the corner and makes a bit of contact there, and unfortunate for them both. Fortunately made just a slight bit of contact, but they are carried on and they are doing very well there. We get there. Well, that is a complete line. Why that is telling me there is a safety part, and that is really cool. That Oro trying to fight back at 7 in exception here. He has got fair few movements there. Capitano up in 5th, up into 4th right now. Adam down into 5th. Everyone very bunched up in these first few corners at the minute. This is going to be, I don't even know where to look. They are so close. There is going to be battles everywhere. This is a great camera to see through where we are now, as we are on board the Aston Martin of Adam, and we are looking from the helicopter at Adam as we come around the final corner. DRS will be wide open as we go to turn 1. Really try and make the move ahead of Capitano, who does have Jensen behind as well. Looking extremely quick, and we do have an Alpine of Oliver go off. That is very unfortunate for them two drivers. Although back up into first place, does get past exception and 7 this time around. Capitano now has squeezed up into, he was up into 2 the wall of exception there, and does keep it out of any major trouble. Looking extremely strong is Capitano in this race. He has already moved up, I believe, around it is, I was going to say 4, but he has moved 3 places in this race, from 7th to 4th. 7 up 2 places this race, exception down 1, but this top 5 extremely close here. This top 4 extremely close. Adam has got back a little bit, but he is gaining with the DRS there. Will Capitano try and make a move? No, but Adam did look to make a cheeky move down the inside, but it doesn't quite pay off from this time around. So Adam is facing down Capitano at minute 5 is pretty quick, pretty close behind, and closing pretty quickly at the minute as well. He is going to have DRS as to come down the main straight, looking for the move from Adam, if possibly making it not quite close enough this time. He hasn't quite got enough speed, and there's a bit of contact between Adam and Capitano there, who has either of them got any damage from that. That looked extremely close. He does make a move down the inside of Capitano there. Capitano is fighting back on this inside line, what can Adam do in defence? He is defending extremely well on the outside there. Capitano trying to make the move. He is on the outside of Adam, and they are going to go side by side once again into final couple of, oh no, not quite this time, but he is, well, Adam has jumped into the pits this time around, with Capitano now taking over in 4th place, ties in 5th, Ego in 6th, Benson now in 7th place. He has dropped a place in this race, but he can gain that back with a very good strategy call here, if he can, or if he could gain it back at any point, depending on what he can do with the defence, well, the attack of Logan behind, and Ego defending fairly well through these them tight couple of left and right corners in sector 3. We've got Logan. He will no doubt look to attack down this main straight. We have seen Capitano jump into the pits. He is no doubt responding to what Adam done only a lap earlier. He's got exception of a time penalty as well now. That is the second time penalty of the race, I believe, but that will be the third time penalty of the race for combined between the few drivers. But have Ego now 4th place. We have a huge battle here for the lead. We've got the exception and Devon going side wheel to wheel there, and Oro trying to squeeze past through this middle section of the track, looking extremely good battle is this throughout this whole thing. Devon is going to dive into the pits. He has thrown that is very unfortunate for Devon, just having the rear of expecting Hobsbawm there. Hobsbawm did all box. They had same idea, which means Fives takes the lead of this race, followed by Jensen, and Jensen makes a move up the inside there. Will Jensen have the pace to withstand the attack from Fives and Logan this time around? Logan takes the inside line of turn 4. He does make it past Fives, but Fives is attacking straight away and retakes P2 in this race. He is absolutely flying at these 3 drivers once again. They have been pretty close to the lead drivers as well. So they all are all going to jump into the pits as well. So will Mr. G take the lead of this race? He will, and Jensen gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Now, it was very unfortunate there. So we do have another Red Bull taking the lead of the race, followed by a McLaren of McCoy. Adam now back up into P3 once where he started. So we've got Mr. G in the lead of this race after taking it from Jensen and Exception when they both pitted early a moment ago and a few laps ago. Will these top 3 drivers box this time around? They have all boxed. So Mr. G is in the lead of this race at the minute, and by merit as well. He is 2 seconds ahead of McCoy. This is a huge shake-up in the grid from where they all started. So, McCoy with a 3-second penalty, not what he would have wanted in this race, but this has completely turned things around. How have Adam and How is Adam and Exception going to respond to this? They are currently a fair while behind. We do have a yellow flag down in the exit of turn 1. Exception has spun. That is very unfortunate now. He has got all the way down into 15th place and has a lot of work to do now. So you've got just to do whatever the boys who are on board with currently. Do not like that camera nearly something that's more fantastic to watch the race on. So 7 is 7 seconds behind and getting chased down by Oro here. This is currently the actual order of the race as they have all got so far. And Oro will have DRS as we come down the main straight. How quickly can he get past 7 here? And he is ahead as we go into the braking zone of turn 1. Chasing down the top 2 here. 7, Oro, Capitano looking to jump back into the top 3 places between the 3 of them. But will McCoy and Mr. G fend for their lives? They are currently, we don't know how they've done it, but they have done a fantastic job to somehow pull off. But they are on 14 or 18 lap-old tyres, admittedly, and they haven't boxed for since the safety car. But could they well hold off the attack of these 3 drivers? They are very, very quick at the minute. They're 6 seconds behind drivers in first and second. Oro gets past pretty quickly there for turn 1 as he once again made the move a little bit early there. At 7 will now get car back. Will he try and get back past? Not this time around. He does leave it for Oro to stay ahead. Will he have get past this time around? He did that together and lift off slightly before the protection point. Pretty extreme because that was them for these 2. There is no separating in this race. As we head to Ego, who is penalty free in this race so far compared to the half of Jensen and Mario anyway. They are on 10 seconds and 3 seconds quickly. And he will be pretty comfortable with that. He hasn't got to worry about too much apart from just don't get one hit. But there is a few cars in this train. We've got Ego, Jensen, Anime, Logan, and Fives all in this little DRS train. And Devon and Oro are swapping places once again towards the front of that pack, with them only 5 seconds behind. Anime looks to get past Jensen. Ego as well, trying to get defend that line. Anime did try and take both of them on there and does stay 7th fastest. Logan also gets past the house of Jensen, so does Fives. Not too sure if Jensen got pushed a little bit, but maybe not. Looked fairly clean or fairly comfortable from where we were staying at there. And Jensen will look to attack back at the 4 drivers that have overtaken them there for all of them for them. Exception has retired from the race. He hasn't had a very good few laps there. Not what he would have wanted this race, not what the Red Bull team would have wanted this race. And anything could have happened in the final 14 laps here. And that was extremely close between the two Ferrari drivers and the McLaren behind. That could have been a horrible ending to their races, but they've done very well to keep it out of the way of each other. So they are battling here for P6. They are trying to gain some time on the house ahead of them, which is Capitano. He's flying right now and doing extremely well. We are 3.5 seconds behind, but they are 3.5 seconds behind the McLaren of McCoy and the Red Bull of Mr. G. And McCoy tries to take the lead for the race. He does. Will he have DRS, or did he get past slightly before the detection zone? And Mr. G has DRS, and they're now going to break away a little bit now from the three racing cars behind. They both will probably swap DRS over the next few laps. We do see 3.6 seconds behind. These three are going to do whatever they can to regain them few places. We are seeing a few penalties come through even more now. We've got Elliot, unfortunately collected one, and Neil Jensen, that has also unfortunately collected a further 3-second penalty for track limits. Just slightly wide there as well. We've got Adam now chasing down for some points in this race. He did start in 3rd place. He is down in 11th right now and trying to redeem what he can from the final bit of this race. Not many laps to go. Did Adam make the move? What's happened here to Anime? He has gone wide. That's going to be unfortunate for him. He's now dropped outside of the points and now looking to redeem what has happened. The 5 now up in the 7th place, 3 tenths off the Ferrari of Logan. That was close. Not too sure what's happened to Capitano here. He has got back into 6th. Maybe had a bit of a moment there with Polo for just like the right moment with the car while trailing the Aston Martin ahead of him. Capitano does make the move, so he did beat into the car. So Logan now just fight back. He has got 5s as well, getting past him currently. That's not what the Ferrari driver would have wanted there, as they go 3 wide into the entry of that, but they do come out very cleanly and trailing one another there. 5 past Capitano we go, and up into 5th place. Capitano down to 6th. He's trying his absolute hardest now to fight back and get. Well, he's going to be trying his hardest at the moment when we get to the DRS zone to regain that 5th place and maybe even try and very close there between the 2 of them. 7, Oro, McCoy and Mr. G. They are now leading 4 cars and only 1.1 seconds roughly separating them, with 7 slightly further behind. It hasn't quite to attack this time around. There is a small bit of contact there between Oro and 7. Again, 7 running with a fair bit of damage as well to his car. But nice little bit of the wing plate anyway. Not the greatest of things to be running without round this track, but he has done an extremely good job of keeping up with the crowd ahead and staying back at the show for the majority of distance so far. Capitano is also trying to join the fight for one of them podium positions and will try to do whatever it takes to get back up there. He is in 5th place at the minute, 1.4 behind them, and 5 racing very quickly as well. Big DRS time behind Arnold, and it is going to take a hell of a lot of work to defend off that when the time comes, if the time comes, and how will he cope? So Mr. G has had a moment. He is now down into 5th place. We've got McCoy on a 3-second penalty, unfortunately, is leading this race. He is under a lot of pressure from Oro and 7, who will have DRS coming down the second straight through the kink of turn 2 and up into turn 3 we go. 7 making the move round the outside. Oro trying to make moves round the outside as well, and oh no, McCoy has lost fraction there by the looks of it and got down to P10. Logan has got past 5, up into P5 he goes. He's now up into P4, he's taken 2 places in 1 corner there. That is fantastic driving there from Prime Driver, brilliant move there as well. He will have 5 trying to pass Benson now on 16 seconds worth of penalties. Not the ideal race he would want. We are currently, so this is we've got 5 with the DRS on Logan here. We've got 5 getting past Logan here, up in the DRS zone, and up into turn 3 we go. We've very big battle up front as well with 6 laps to go in this race. We've got Capitano, Oro 7s fighting out for the lead of this race as well, and very, very strong indeed performance indeed from these guys. We've got Anime jumping into the pits for the final 6 laps, trying to get possibly going to try and go for a fast lap. He is a fair bit behind now as well from any major points in this race, and looking for not any in this one either. Unfortunate for him, but Capitano here trying for, we've got Oro dropping down in 2nd and 7 not giving up a fight in this race. Who has DRS? No one knows who has the DRS between 7 and Oro there. Neither of them opened it. I don't think they were sure into up round outside, and what the fuck has just happened here? Why? Fantastic work. Absolutely fantastic. That is not the end of the race. No. We had 6 laps to go. Why does EA hate us? Why does EA hate us? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. What an absolute palaver. I cannot believe that's just happened. Unbelievable. So, I am very sorry, guys. That clearly, I can try and not really sure what's gone on here. But EA has kicked us out this time. First time was my Xbox. This time it's EA. Brilliant work. So I'm very sorry that you unfortunately can't see the end of the race from my perspective of what was meant to be commentating on the Austrian Grand Prix with Can-Am, but unfortunately turned into a bit of a... Can't even finish that nicely about everything. But it was some fantastic racing, some great qualifying sessions there. So I will pass you over to someone that is racing, and I hope you enjoy it from their perspective.